Please tell me who the fuck we got in the building today, man.
Starting Five Podcast.
Man, come on. And break it down for folks that who really not even knowing who's in the Starting Five Podcast, man.
Go ahead, Keezy.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead, break it down.
I'm Cameron, nigga.
Can you pronounce everybody right?
Right.
No. But yeah, I'm from Jackson, you know what I'm saying?
Introduce us all. This is your podcast. It is.
We got
there you go.
Brandon.
Two
You know what I'm
men.
saying? Brandon, Doss, you know what I'm saying?
This nigga Ken.
We got Justin, J Bird.
What's going on?
We got Tyson,
Mm-hmm.
T Weezy. Then we got Dev up.
Man, talk to me. And man, look, I think I've been knowing y'all since maybe early middle school and stuff like that, and y'all always just been a group that stayed together, man. So how have y'all just collectively been? Everybody having different personalities and stuff like that. How are y'all just so easy to just click up and just stay cool throughout the years?
I hate these niggas. You see how I moved on these? I fucking hate these niggas right now. But nah, we really, bro, like it's crazy because we've been friends we have been friends for a very, very long time.
Extremely.
Like through everything, you know what I'm saying? So I just think, all of our personalities bring us together. All of our different personalities bring us together. We got this nigga to be fooling.
Right.
For
sure. It's always.
Dev hoop. We all hoop. So Dev, Dev would be, the hooper. This nigga funny. Brandon just, Brandon and whatnot. Brandon keep us at bay. Brandon,
for sure.
Brandon, he the mature one.
Brandon is the
dad. He like the pops of the group. So,
No, hell no, the big brother. We're gonna say big brother.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. We, he's a good man. So that's how we.
I got you.
We're all good dudes.
Right.
We've all been able to stay together.
Now, what made y'all just come up with just saying, all right, fuck it, we about to start a podcast? Like
Cameron. Cameron CEO, for sure.
That's what he trying to let you know right now.
We talk shit all day anyway,
Yeah,
so
true.
it's like, you know what I'm saying? We might as well, do something with it while everybody else is out here doing what they got to do. Yeah, try to put something together. So.
But what actually started the podcast was, before this, we started to do a TV show.
Oh, yeah. That didn't last long.
That lasted one day.
We didn't even get one 20-minute skit.
Y'all didn't even get one part.
We got about like 10 minutes of filming. It took we basically just ain't had the equipment to do what we wanted to do with it, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna pick back up with that too. Don't worry about that. We gonna do TV shows. We gonna do movies. We gonna do
Okay.
We ain't just start with this, but this just a start, man. You know what I'm saying? We just practicing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I got you. I know. Listen, I've been watching the podcast for a minute, and I wish y'all would have started the podcast at Brandon's wedding, cause that looked from the pictures. That looked like a movie, man.
We had fun that day.
Golly. From the pictures, it looked like the end of The Hangover, where you just looking like, all right, look, I wish.
Man, it was.
And matter of fact, speaking on that, Brandon, what made you well, we all still young, but what made you just say, you know what, the time is now?
Man,
and matter of fact, how did you even come to the fellas and be like, yo, it's time?
I don't know. I mean, probably what really, made me brave enough to do it was this nigga doing it first. You know what I mean? Because Cam was the first one to be married. A lot of people don't know that.
You know what I'm saying? Damn, my man, we talking about you right now.
No, I'm saying Cam doing it because Cam was the first one that did it. So, he helped me, be brave about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, actually do it. But what made me, realize, I don't know. I just loved her, my wife. And, I just figured I want to spend my life with her, so why wait?
and then what type of feeling did you get seeing so much love and just embracement from your brothers at that reception now, or even at the wedding too?
Oh man, it's love every time. I knew what it was gonna be. I knew when they was gonna come, show out, be there, have fun, have my back through everything. They always do.
Man.
My brother brothers.
I got you, dog. Jumping back into the podcast. Cam, you even said y'all got merchandise on the way. So where did that idea even come from? Like, just simply not be like, all right, let's not do a podcast. Let's think bigger than that.
You know, you get your motivations from, you know what I'm saying, different people that you watch, like, you know what I'm saying, like the 85 South show. Like, I watched that starting off, you know what I'm saying. I watched them when they was basically like where we at right now.
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm
right.
saying? So that was like a good motivation. It's just like, you gotta do more than one thing to push your brand, basically. You know what I'm saying? You can't think you're just gonna do one thing and your brand gonna take off. So it's just like something different, you know what I'm saying? Something to get my brothers more involved, you know what I'm saying? Something to get us all, you know what I'm saying? Pushing the brand, basically.
Okay. And then for those who don't really even watch the show or need a reason to tap in, man, can you really just give a description on like how everybody plays a different part in the podcast, or shoot, all y'all really?
Shit, we just funny, man. Like, we just, you know what I'm saying?
But we more than funny, man. We got Justin. He like the more the narrator. You know what I'm saying? He paint the picture for us. You know what I'm saying? And we go after it. You know what I'm saying? Then we got Brandon.
Right.
Most of the time antagonizing Tyrell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, got to.
And then Tyrell basically ITTT. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He off the wall with some of his, you know what I'm saying, adding and subtracting.
Yeah, true.
Then we got Dev, you know what I'm saying? He usually come up with more serious topics, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
He more the, you know what I'm saying, heart of it, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we all better definitely play our role. And me, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I just feed off all these guys, basically. Like, I'm all over it.
That's how our life is, though. We always feed off each other. That's how we mesh.
Now, seeing that y'all starting 5, if y'all was going on the court, who would be the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4, and the 5?
Good question.
Okay, so
yeah.
we got an ongoing joke. This nigga think that he like Darren Williams or something, bro.
So we gonna say I'm the one.
Backwards.
We are.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm the one.
Nigga,
We run into.
This is all I'm about to say.
If we running the 5, I mean, shoot, that's why we actually hoop. You know, us 5, you know, we used to go out to Spring Arbor and face those cats and whatnot. And when our 5 hooped, you know, it was either be me or Dave bringing the ball up. Not saying that he was the one and I was the 2, or I was the one, but it probably would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's right.
Easy money then, huh?
Yep. So now, I mean, you know, I feel like, you know, we was all right, wasn't we?
When niggas wanted to be serious, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't want to bring the ball up like nobody will. Will, Rondo, D-Rose, any point guard. Nigga that he should be.
And he the biggest one out of all of us.
Biggest one. Matter of fact, let's speak on that real quick. Tyrell, you stopped playing sports, what was that? Maybe 9th or 10th grade or something crazy?
Well, yeah, after I left Parkside in 8th grade, but I played 10th grade down south in Alabama when I lived there, so I'm gonna say 10th grade is when I stopped.
I was about to say, now for you to be the biggest person in the room, everybody gonna think, oh, he got to put his hand in dirt, play football, or he got to be.
Oh yeah.
And what really just made you say, you know what, sports ain't just for me no more?
I never really was. It wasn't that, but I moved back to Jackson. Got in touch with all these guys and started clowning, getting kicked out of class. Really.
Oh God.
So I wasn't really. I'm just saying.
Meanwhile, we had
class together.
I was in class. I came back, not worried about school, sports, and then shit. I ended up at C.A. Wilson. So there was, of course, no sports there. I think we had about 17 people.
Y'all had a
in
whole
school.
team. Y'all had a whole team.
Yeah,
They was
but
like recreational though. He probably
Correct.
didn't want to be.
No.
Yeah, see.
So like to answer your question, probably 10th grade is when I stopped though, for sure.
Right. And then shoot, Justin, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't trying to brag. I ain't trying to talk crazy or nothing about you, but listen. When you had the haircut, you was like a different person on that court. I could sit here and tell you, it was a lot of cats that I ran into that you was really giving people work back in the day, man.
Man, it's always been like super low key with me, bro. Like, I ain't never, you know, like them. 010 was a dog class, bro. 010 we had some dogs, so I would, I could hoop with them, but they was just, them niggas was good. You know, they was good, but I've always been able to hold my own. Like, I've always been able to hold my own. So.
Right.
But yeah, it was the haircut though, cause I suck with I suck. I play hockey now. I play hockey now.
I'm about to say, and Dalvin, you've always had work on that basketball court. Since I've always seen you and Cam always be around each other. It was here go the lanky fella right here that's gonna get a bucket on you every time.
You need a bucket.
I'm about to say even at Spring Arbor, you was out there just giving people drama.
That boy different.
I could have scored the ball.
Yeah.
I'm about to say
That boy is different. That boy was
now how much?
I still put my money on
It's so funny, bro, because Brandon could jump out the gym.
Right? Yes.
And we all had our little, everybody had their little specialty, bro. Brandon could.
We gonna talk about it.
I got a little older.
Hey, we gonna talk about it.
That nigga knees was gone then. First of all,
But he could jump. He could
He
jump
could
out the
still
gym.
jump, though.
He could jump out the
For
gym
sure,
for
for
sure.
sure.
So we all like I said, we all had our little thing, man.
I'm about to say, and then the only football guy at the table, Cam.
Yeah.
Cam's been a dog on that football field since I've ran into him. And Cam,
Monster.
correct me if I'm wrong, you and Preston your junior year came up with a song on the sideline to put y'all in the game or something crazy like that.
Man, I can't remember.
Classic.
Classic. What it was? Yeah, what was it? I'm gonna have to ask Preston. What it was. I can't remember what it was.
You always concocting something, bro.
Cause you always felt like you was always supposed to be on the field regardless who was really out there. Cause I feel like your junior year you was been supposed to be out there, and then for you to be just sitting on the sideline, being in the stands, I kind of confused me, man. So like, I'm about to say like, how did you even keep your composure to just be like, all right, I'm not gonna quit and I'm gonna come back next year and just dominate?
I mean, I ain't gonna front. It was some good seniors. You know what I'm saying? What was I played DN too, so that wasn't even a good position for me.
Right.
And I wanted to be a D tackle, but so I was up behind Duran.
Yeah.
Monster. You know what I'm saying? He was a monster. And Damian Morgan. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And he was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was agile getting in there. You know what I'm saying? So I knew what I was. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? You just gotta wait your turn. That's just like life. You know what I'm saying? Just wait your turn.
I got you.
But yeah.
Now jumping back into the podcast, y'all fellas want to, as you said, y'all fellas want to be bigger than just a podcast and stuff like that. And you mentioned the 85 South show. Would y'all feel like y'all gonna start traveling, or after this pandemic, start traveling and start doing y'all podcasts in different areas? Or
it's so funny. We talked about that in the last episode.
We actually supposed to be looking up flights tonight.
Ooh.
To New Orleans. I guess we already said it our last episode. So we're gonna try to take it out there to New Orleans when we go out there.
And
so that's the first place we go.
I'm thinking about even doing something like you doing, like a little vlog or something like that while we out there. Just had a camera just going all day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just going around.
I'm telling you,
had a camera on all day.
Because if y'all would have filmed that wedding, oh god, that little probably could be y'all first movie.
I got this.
Just little moments.
Little link.
On the table.
I remember that nigga on a dance floor.
Man, we danced for hours. I feel like hours straight.
Man,
see, he was out there all night.
All night. I was a dancing man that night.
Now, when it comes to y'all podcast, how do y'all start coming up with new ideas or new things that y'all like to try to do every time y'all have an episode? Like, y'all have a little collective board where y'all just be like, all right, let's do a list of things we want to do, or y'all just come up off the straight at the top of the dome?
We come out the dome. We pre-produce for we come here, we talk to each other about different topics and like what we would want to talk about on it. We try not to get too in depth because we want it to still remain raw, in that. While we recording and whatnot.
To be real, niggas want to be lazy off top, but can't force us to.
True.
Y'all niggas have something to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Which is why he is. Like, real.
Boss be on this.
We ain't no boss, bro. We all in this together, but
we is.
Yeah, that's how it come off. Like we all come up with a topic. We usually don't even go through everybody's topic through the episode. We just get up into the regular raw talk of how we usually do when we together and how we've been doing all these years.
And that always branches off. So literally, we ain't even finalize it.
So basically, what y'all watching is us in our natural state, basically.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he said the other day when he was praying, he was like, God, we saying stuff that we usually wouldn't say on the camera. You know what I'm saying? It's just us behind the camera, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It is what it is.
What's some of the biggest topics that y'all wanted to talk about that just got scratched? Y'all fellas can remember?
Say it again.
I said some of the biggest topics that y'all wanted to discuss that just didn't make the cut.
Oh, really?
Man,
Because
everything
it's so
make the
recent
cut.
that what's the main one? But really, I don't know who brought that up though. It was about the fathers though, but nobody wanted to talk about it because it could have been like too touchy because it was.
Oh,
we was talking about like how D-Wade is parenting.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
We
yeah,
didn't want to do that
okay.
because literally,
It was
who's to
just
say?
yeah.
Cause it was a post going around about who's the worst father or something like that, and it was out of Boosie.
Mm-hmm.
You seen
Okay.
the post?
Yeah,
Boosie?
6ix9ine and D-Wade, yeah.
D-Wade.
And then basically that had got bought up, man. Pretty much niggas decided, let's not even go there.
Right.
You know
Want to
what
be
I'm saying?
PC? I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
We try to,
Everything
we
is
talk
fair,
shit, but
yeah.
we talk shit, but
We
we
respectful.
respect women,
You
we
know what
respect,
I'm saying?
it's nothing against,
Nobody, we respect
we
everybody.
literally talk about what we've been through, pretty much,
Mm-hmm.
like shit that we've been through,
We're
and
not about to sit up here and talk about D-Wade.
a lot of stuff happened, and a lot of stuff about is a lot of it, of course, is when we was young, because Brandon's married now, so
Right.
a lot of it is, when we were young,
Understandable. Definitely mature, more mature minds and things like that.
Yeah.
Right.
And then when it comes to having guests on the show, how do y'all really pick and choose who y'all really want and stuff like that, or is it a
We
list?
First, it kind of started off like, cause I wanted to just be choosing like randomly, but they wanted to like start off with more of somebody that had a vibe with us.
Yeah.
Right.
So like that's how we got our first guest, Andrea. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah.
basically, like growing up, she was all around us too. You know what I'm saying? She was basically like the girl version of us. So,
All right.
you know what I'm saying? That's why she was like one of our first guests. So.
We don't want to have anybody, and we talk about some shit on here, so we don't want to have anybody that's gonna take anything the wrong way or anything like that, because at the end of the day, we all just fooling, like we all just trying to having a good
fun,
time.
man.
Yeah.
Right.
Talking it out. Like,
You know what I'm saying? Just having a discussion. You know what I'm saying?
If
We
anything,
don't want nobody hurt off of our opinion. Everybody got an opinion. You know what I'm saying?
especially the topics I bring up, it just be
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
hey, you know what I'm saying? This happens in real life.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? There's no right or wrong, but there's gonna be people's opinions. You know what I mean?
Right.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Now, when it comes to creating a podcast, y'all had all the collective minds, and y'all figured out how y'all wanted to do it. What would be one piece of advice for somebody that wants to jump in this lane and really just can't figure out how to do it yet, or they really don't know how, or what they would like to talk about? What was that one piece of advice you would give somebody?
Go for it, man. You literally like this. You got the whole. You got the setup.
Yeah.
You gotta have the mindset of wanting to do it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have the mindset of wanting to start it. I feel like anybody that has a small business out there, just baby steps.
Right.
So whatever you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? You gotta take those. You gotta take those
be doing
steps to
something
it.
that you're comfortable with doing.
Mhm.
Something, you know what I'm saying? Don't do something to fit in or something, you know what I'm saying? Do it because it's comfortable.
Yeah.
These, you know what I'm saying? These like my brothers, you know what I'm saying? They make me comfortable, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's so natural to show, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I do it with them.
Definitely.
Yeah, well, we're going to be still on the lookout for each and every new episode, because y'all, man, listen,
We
fucking
try to
hilarious.
Every other Sunday.
Ooh.
Every
So,
other
so
Sunday.
we,
Bye.
By 5. And then what's good, outside of YouTube, what's a good place for people to reach y'all if they would like to be a guest feature on the show?
Facebook.
Facebook,
The comment
got a
section.
Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
We got a Facebook page.
You hit me up on
Spotify.
Snapchat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We got
So-
Snapchat. We got Instagram page.
They
And
know how to do it.
we working on a website.
Ooh.
So be looking out for that because that's where we're gonna have our merchandise at.
All right.
Cool.
Well, shit, fellas, we gonna catch up with y'all, man. I'm really blessed that y'all let me come through y'all place.
Oh,
Bro, kick it with
so
y'all and everything, man.
Anytime, bro.
And I appreciate the hospitality, man. So we gonna catch up with y'all, man.
All love.
All right, man.
All right.